All right. Happy Tuesday, everyone. So, I am a mom. My name is Kaiyan. And since we always read our kids bedtime story, nap time story in general, so I'm going to tell everyone a story. Once upon a time, there's a Hong Kong girl and an Iowan girl who met at a college bar. 15 years later, they reunited virtually, and now they share one common goal and mission to help 100 young families to achieve time and financial freedom through living a healthy lifestyle. So, welcome to Raising Kids Naturally. Join us on the adventure of exploring the best natural living for our family and kids. My name is Kaiyan, a mother to a 4-year-old boy, and this is Caitlin, and she is a mother as well to two beautiful children here. So, hello, Caitlin.
Hello. How are you, Kaiyan?
I am great. Thank you. I know you have a busy day, but we are all here. So, to the audience, if you are tuning in right now live or you are watching the replay, most likely you are a parent. You believe in natural health, uh, or you want to take your health to the next levels, or simply you are here to support myself or Caitlin. You know what? Rather, whatever reason it is that brought you here to watch this video, drop a comment down below. Let us know why you are here and what brings you in here. With that said, Caitlin, actually, what brings you here? Why are we doing this? Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Good question, huh? Well, a great deal of this is because, the past year in all my life, I have been prone to starting something and then stopping. And so for me, this is the biggest thing, the biggest trajectory so far in my life is to follow through and to show up. And to show up as a model for my daughter and my children. Like Kaiyan said, I am a mother of two. Our daughter is nearly 6 years old, and our son is nearly 3. And we live in New Mexico in the countryside. But I will tell you, before that, we were living in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which is the city. And so today, Kaiyan, I don't know if you've touched on what we're going to talk about today, but from what I understand, we're going to talk about slowing down, right?
Absolutely. No, I have not touched on that yet.
Okay.
And yes, thank you, Caitlin. So slowing down. Yeah. So you actually grew up in Iowa. So in case everyone you don't know the story I read at the beginning is about the story about us. So I grew up in Hong Kong, and then Caitlin grew up in Iowa. And then when I actually went to college, we met at a bar in Iowa. That's how we met. Uh, but yeah, so it's definitely very different pace. Um,
Big
I
time.
mean, yeah. So we are going to talk about. So what does slowing down mean to you? For someone
Ooh,
growing up in
for me,
Iowa.
growing up in Iowa. Well, yeah, I grew up in a slower pace environment for sure, but I was also involved with so much. I was involved in nearly everything: ballet, sports, athletics, theater, everything. And so that still, as we are bridging into this adulthood and parenthood, we have children now that are going to start those kinds of activities too, right? And the world around us just keeps spinning and spinning and going faster and faster and faster. And so for me, finding the center and staying rooted and being and allowing myself to slow down is probably the most important thing that I feel I can do for myself and my family. And for me, one way to slow down is to get into nature. And whether that be go and put your hands in the dirt and work with the garden, which my husband is wonderful at, and I'm learning. That's one thing I'm learning to do. Right here, I have a little altar of our tomatoes and potatoes that we harvested over the weekend.
Yum.
And then I made a slow roasted Moroccan sweet tomato jam kind of thing.
Yummy.
It's beautiful. It has cinnamon and ginger and honey and all that kind of stuff. And I fell in love with it when I was in Morocco. So I tried it Doesn't taste the same, but it's still okay. And so for me, though, slowing down is really, really important. Really important.
What if
So,
you have to say, if you give the audience a couple quick tip, like what
sure.
you do to slow down, like what would that couple things be?
Ooh, yes. Breathe. If you notice, I'm taking in those deep breaths as often as I can. And so breathing deeply into your heart, into your belly is one really, really quick and easy way to slow down. Another way, because we live in nature, we live in the countryside, we live right alongside, adjacent to national forest land in New Mexico. So I love to sit down on the earth between two ponderosa trees in the morning. That's what I love to do. The third way is singing. And I know that a lot of people don't consider themselves singers, but there is a way in which singing can help to cool and calm the nervous system and bring you back to the heart. And also, one thing, heart medicine, eating good foods that are good for the heart, like tomatoes that are full of lycopene, the carotenoid that is in the skin, that is hugely beneficial. So, heart medicine, opening the heart. And so, with that, Kaiyan, do you want me to go ahead and give you an example of something I love to sing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, are you ready?
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, we are ready. Let me mute my mic.
Okay. So this song is a lullaby. One thing we always forget as adults, in my opinion, is that we forget that lullabies are not only for our children, even though I sing this one to our children nearly every night. It's also really, really good for ourselves, for where we are, and to calm our own hearts and bodies and mind. So this one is an Irish one, and give it a go. Okay, shot on a lee, gesalvet on a scanai, gluith feris gacuno. Shine shaolu lalo. Shine shaolu lalo. You say ma vila cra, ma chwyd den tiel ma lan e vlog, noch I vine man an jazz, ma storiness maruno. Shine, show, lulalo. Shine, show, lulalo. Shine, show, lulalo. Shine, show, lulalo. And just connecting with the heart too. Putting your hand on the heart, that's always really easy too.
Uh-oh, I don't think we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I've lost your
My,
Hold on. Oh, I can hear you now. I think it's on my end.
I think so too. It's okay. No, and I'll tell you, Kaiyan, it was a wild morning. So wild. So many things happened that were unexpected.
Yeah,
Um, but one thing is just to sit and to breathe and to hum yourself a little lullaby.
right.
Hmm.
That's
Yep.
no, that was beautiful. I mean, I know you said that it's not about singing really, but but it is, I guess I'm doing going through the process as you told me before, accepting my own voice.
Yes, exactly. And that's huge. That's huge right now. And also learning from the animals too. We have a bear that loves to run a walk across our land and leave little gifts for us, if you know what I mean. And and they're not so little. They're just nice big piles. But so yes, learning how to accept your voice is a big thing. But Cayenne,
Yes.
I want to know about you. What do you do to slow down?
Oh
And what does
boy.
that mean to you? Because
Boy,
I
I
know
don't know how to slow down.
well, yeah,
No.
exactly. And I love I love Chinese mythology. So if there's anything that's in that,
You knew that. You knew
well,
that. But so yes, slowing down, like I mentioned earlier, I grew up growing up in Hong Kong, like slowing down is almost like a bad thing, right? Because you're too slow, you're not keeping up with the pace, like with everyone else, with the society. So not till I'm here in the US, I really learn to appreciate, right? The slow, not snow, but slow, uh, and to really be present and be in the moment. And especially now that I'm a mom with a kid, 4 years today, I gave birth. So today is
oh,
actually Yanis's
happy
4 years.
birthday to
Yes, thank
you,
you.
Cayenne, because the birthing day is for you too. Happy birthday to Giannis, of
Thank you.
course.
Thank you. So yes, and then when Kaylin and I actually were just talking about what topic should we talk about first, right? What it means to raise kids naturally. Two, what is something that is relevant to everyone else,
Mhm,
these days, right?
mhm,
Obviously, more than ever, we want to pay more attention to our health because of the whole pandemic thing, right?
mhm.
But I think that is almost like a alarm, right? It always has been important, but it's because of this, everyone is like, oh no, like, you
Waking
know, exactly. And Kaylin shared with us her tomato, the lycopene, the carotenoids, like those are very important for us. It's more than just vitamin A, it's more than just vitamin B or C, right?
up.
So by the way, if anyone's wants all natural supplements, that's what we do. Just putting it out there, like let us know. We can help you. Anyhow, it's not just giving you a tomato, but we can talk more about that in the future. Oops, oops. Now I'm dark. So what we were what we talk about is what we want to talk about is like slowing down, right? And today, besides Yanis's birthday, is also Mid Autumn Festival. So for the ones that you don't know what it is, Mid Autumn Festival is go by the lunar calendar. Every year on August 15 lunar calendar is Mid-Autumn Festival. So if you go outside tonight, you are going to see the moon is completely full and
Mhm,
round.
mhm.
Um, so there's a lot of stories, and Caitlin really wants to hear some. And for the time's sake, I will tell her privately.
No, no, no. Just at least mention the goddess.
Okay, so the goddess. So if you really want to know some of the background story, you can actually go to Netflix and watch Over the Moon. It shows the goddess that lives in the moon. Basically, once a year is when the goddess who is in the moon can actually get to meet with the husband who is in the earth, once a year.
Yeah.
So with that said, to us, right, to us, to regular people, it every year, August 15, lunar calendar, we like to the family get together and have dinners, kind of like Thanksgiving here.
Sure.
And then at night, we will go look at the moon outside. We will light up candles. We will have lanterns. And a quick story about lanterns. So, for us growing up as kids, we always want to go like beg our parents to buy us the newest and greatest cartoon, lanterns. And at night after dinner, we will go to the park and show each other, like show off our lanterns. And they are plastic. You can just flick a switch, on. It's very easy. Not till, I'm older and then I study fine arts and then I really appreciate, handmade products. And just to show you guys, I promised Caitlin that I will show a little paper lantern that Giannis and I made together.
It's beautiful. Very
And
sweet.
it takes so fast. It's like 10 minutes. Very easy to make. But it's, then he can really appreciate the process of it. It's not so, I mean, of course, at final products looks, let me show you another one. This is another one too. So it's not so much about how pretty they are, but then they also can enjoy the process of it.
Well, and they transcend in night. It's like once the candle is lit, it looks so
Yes,
beautiful.
you can actually put a candle in the middle. I mean, you have to be careful, so because it's paper. So yeah, this is a lantern. So that's kind of like this is my way of, slow down, is to really put my phone away, and just spend that 5 to 10 minutes doing arts and crafts or reading him a book or meditate for myself, on my own. And then I know, Kaylin, you said you like to just have 5 minutes quiet time by yourself, right? So that's what it meant to me to slow down.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, that's lovely, Kaiyan. I love that. And
Thank you.
that's so sweet. And it gives me ideas on things to do. Right here behind us, it says the circus. And so I think that's a pretty good metaphor for our life. This is a drawing from Mayava, but and it's an arrow pointing you to the circus. So doing art and something creative is so important.
Absolutely. It's different than what we are used to these days, right?
Exactly.
Everything is fast, quick. Like why for that chutney that you have next to you, we can drive to the store, 5 minutes drive to the store, purchase it, and then come home and eat it. But the fact that you guys have your own garden, you grew your own vegetable, your produce, and then you take time to show the kids, like they can see it grow, and then you harvest it, and then you cook it. Like that is so wonderful.
Yeah. It puts it. It improves the taste of things too. I'll just say that much. I always notice that is that once you eat something that you grew, then it tastes so much better.
And it's organic, right?
Exactly.
Organic. Yes. Everything is about organic now. Of course, right? Yes.
But go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we are hitting that time mark that we are aiming for, and I know we have to go back to our kids soon. So I think, do you have anything that you would like to add before we wrap this up?
No, I think we're just raising kids naturally, at least trying our best.
Trying our best, doing our best. That's all we can do and ask for. So let's summarize everything, right? So this is all about a Hong Kong girl and an Iowan girl getting together
and having the cornfields.
Right, having the idea of raising kids naturally. It's
Mm.
more than just what we eat. Is also about like what we do, how we act. I think it's a whole lifestyle.
How we show up.
How we show up, perfect, and how we slow down, right? We talk about slowing down. And also, as part of slowing down, I think slowing down is self-caring.
So
And self-caring, and Caitlin shared with us her beautiful singing, and she actually offers lessons. So I know, Caitlin, we won't give it out too much, but you are working on putting a master course together to
Mhm.
offer voice lessons, vocal
Mhm.
lessons for everyone who is interested. Definitely reach out to her. I will include her social media down
Mhm.
below in the description box. And then the next month, move it on, is we're talking all about self-caring for the mamas, right?
Yes.
Before we can teach our kids or show our kids how to live a natural, healthy way, have a healthy, natural lifestyle, we need to learn to take care of ourselves first and
Yes.
really understand what it means, right? So moving forward for the next 4 episodes, so next week is actually going to be Wednesday instead of Tuesday.
Mhm.
So just same time, 1:30 Mountain Time, 2:30 Central Time.
Mhm.
And stay tuned in our social media, our Facebook page, Raising Kids Naturally, plus more.
Wonderful. Good.
All right.
Love that.
Thank you so much for the singing. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you
Yes.
next week.
See
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Kaiyan.
Thank you.